Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. You just heard an amazing song, Vundabar, with Warn and Wander. And we started off the set with the Maladaptive. This is the worst trip I've ever been on.
Yeah, and so Vundabar might have been a bit of a stretch. They're more of a Boston-based band, but I happen to know for a fact that they're rehearsing now in Northampton, Massachusetts. So I felt like that was enough to get them in here. This is just a really fun band. I love this song. It makes me feel a certain way that a lot of music in that, broader genre of music makes me feel. It makes me feel, I don't know, like grounded and down to earth and that man, the howl in this song, the ooh, it's so fun. It makes me want to howl along with them, which I admittedly do, and love the sort of guitar tone that they have in this, and the drummer is like a really fun drummer as well. But yeah, I like Vundabar a lot, and I just wanted to get one band in here that wasn't, you know, you guys showed off with playing the Rolling Stones at a show recently, and I felt like I needed I needed to get one band in there that might be actually pretty well known around these parts.
You played the
Um,
Rolling Stones?
Yeah, last week.
What?
I'll
We
catch
did
you up.
what?
Obviously, you don't listen to the show.
I listened to the show.
I love this group. Cool 60s retro feel to it. Really awesome.
Okay. In any case, wunderbar.
And they're going to be performing, they're opening up on September 28th at Soundside Music Festival in Bridgeport, Connecticut, featuring Hozier and Vampire Weekend.
yeah, it's going to be a great show. Yeah, this song was really fun. I mean, it seems to talk about overcoming obstacles and pursuing personal goals and all that, while also reflecting on the difference between living in the city versus the countryside. And yeah, speaking of which, I certainly hope that we see maybe more of them around these parts if we can get a venue that might be appropriate for them. Knowing that they're rehearsing around here, we might as well. Maybe I'll just sneak into their rehearsal space sometime and just record them on my phone. We'll see.
Wunderbar.
And prior to that, we heard the Maladaptive. Have you guys ever heard of the Maladaptive yet?
I have
I
not.
have not.
All right. So these are a wonderful little project that I've gotten to know as well through the open mic scene. Admittedly, this is where a lot of my connections come from. And this particular project is one that I first witnessed as just an acoustic broken down duo. But their full band sound is really awesome, very different than what they do as a duo, but really effective. And this song, "This is the worst trip I've ever been on." It's John and Aaron, these two friends that have been together, making music together for a very long time. And John says that this tune came about after going to work after a deeply spiritual experience and realizing how made up and disingenuous the nature of our society feels at times, which makes sense. The full album here for them is going to be out sometime at the end of November, I think is the plan. I don't know. I just love this duo. I love what they're doing. They've got this sound that's I don't know, really raw, but also mellow. They kind of balances between the two effects. Like it's a very dynamic and engaging project. And John is a therapist as well, so his lyrics are often very introspective. I have a lot of nice reflections in them in his words.
I'm not surprised that he's a therapist. I'm not. I love this, and I love the whole vibe of it. And I'm not surprised that he's a therapist. I don't know why. This sounds like the music of a therapist.
There you go.
I don't know what else to say about it.
I love the guitar work in this song.
Yeah, so Aaron Noble is a really phenomenal musician and producer in his own right. He's part of a number of different projects in the Valley, and most recently has joined a newer project called Saliba as well, who I hope to play on the show
Oh,
someday.
yes. I played them.
You did play them recently? Good.
Yeah. Well, not
Yeah.
recently, but yeah, great
Yeah.
band.
So I'm a huge fan of Aaron's contributions to this project, and his guitar playing is amazing, but he's also an amazing drummer, which is what he does with Saliba. And so, having a musician who is versatile in that way, you can always tell that their musicianship is heightened in this special way. So yeah, between the two of them, I just think there's something really special going on there with the Maladaptive. And they've been coming out to my events for years and so have supported me for a long time. And so it's an honor to play their music on the show today. There's a full album coming out sometime around November to keep an ear out for.
What do you have for us? Toby, what do you have? What's bringing up the rear? What's the big finale?
Well, I'm really excited to have this last little segment. As I mentioned to you off the air, I kind of crafted this playlist to kind of go on a little bit of a roller coaster ride, and it's not ending per se with a bang in terms of energy per se, but it is certainly like this really unique couple of songs that are produced really beautifully. So I'm really excited to introduce you to a new song by Padded Waltz called Hand Me Down. And or after that, you'll hear Chin-Gibbons, her solo project In the Garden, featuring Frederick Lindqvist.